A very good evening, everyone. Welcome to the IEEE Day
Wait a
2021.
minute, you're doing it all wrong. This is not what I had in mind. This is our IEEE Day, and it should be a very special night to all of us, right? Not your typical IEEE event. So let's spice things up a little bit, shall we?
Well, Abdullah, you seriously did not have to do that. You are breaking the script and we are on record. And most importantly, I practiced this intro a million times and you just ruined my moment.
Oops, sorry about ruining a moment, but let me show you how it's done. Welcome again, everyone. I am Abdullah Jasmine.
And I am Dushani Kanage.
I think that's enough about us. Now let's dive right into today's proceedings.
All right. So, to give you a quick recap on what was going on for the past few days, we had a 3-day quest which took place through the Gather platform, and each day they had to complete a unique task. And the top 6 teams will be competing today for the final round.
Yes, that's right. We also had a unique and amazing story involving popular fictional characters such as Sherlock Holmes and Alice. We also made the reimagined future versions of these characters.
Wait, you cannot forget Dracula. He's my favorite character.
Oh, yes, of course, Dracula. How could I forget him? The cyberpunk contract killer. We also saw young detective recruits attempting their hands on a criminal investigation on who kidnapped Alice. And then they also attempted a rescue mission to save her.
Yeah, and while on the go, they found out that Dracula could be the culprit for Alice's abduction. Dracula partnered with Robin, who has this AI tech and used in his cyberpunk heist, and Alice was hidden in a mansion. And they stopped after they found out the decoded password to the room where Alice is hidden. But Abdullah, did they actually rescue Alice?
That's a good question, Dushani. I think that answer to the question will be provided by the end of the day. And also, you can expect some other interesting plot twists in today's session.
And not just more fun games and entertainment, you can stand the chance to win valuable IEEE memberships and also cash prizes.
That's right, Dushani. Make sure that you all stick around till the end.
Okay, to get started, let's get to know about today's event. For that, we have with us Sahan Nayak, the chairperson of IEEE Student Branch of University of Colombo School of Computing, to brief you about IEEE Day. Sahanaya, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Dushan and Abdullah. So, good evening to everyone. Hope you all stay safe at your home. And it's a pleasure to see a lot of people are gathered here, although we are stuck at home with the effect of COVID-19. And it reflects the enthusiasm and the commitment towards the IEEE of the audience. Today, as the IEEE community, we are celebrating the IEEE Day. This year's celebration is a significant moment for all the IEEE members of UCSC. Why I say so? There are two good reasons. First, this is the first remote IEEE Day celebration for our community, and this year we are celebrating this event after the absence of 2 consecutive years due to East attack in 2019 and due to COVID pandemic in 2020. During my short speech, I want to emphasize what is IEEE Day, what's the specialty, and why we are celebrating it. So IEEE Day is an annual celebration of the first Tuesday in October. Accordingly, IEEE Day will be celebrated on Tuesday 5th October 2021 in this year. So if we dig into the history, the first celebration of IEEE Day considered as when engineers around the globe and IEEE members gathered to share their knowledge and technical ideas in 1884. So mathematically, it has around 135 years of history. That's a long time. So not only in past, but also now engraved in its essence, the IEEE Day theme is to leverage in technology for a better tomorrow. While the world benefit from what's new, and IEEE always focuses on what's next and what technology requirement is required for the next few years and for the next generation. So as of now, worldwide celebrations demonstrate the ways that thousands of IEEE members in local communities, just like us, join together to collaborate on ideas that leverage technology for a better tomorrow as its theme. So as IEEE student members of UCSC, our core objective also align with that motto to deliver novel knowledge, awareness of our members in a creative manner. And I hope you will learn something new today and enjoy this evening. Stay tuned with IEEE Student Branch of UCSC for more exciteful events in the future. And last, I wish you a very happy IEEE day. Thank you, Dushan. Back to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sahanaya. And hope all our participants understood the significance of this event and also the importance of IEEE in leveraging technology for a better tomorrow.
Yes, Dushani. We all know that IEEE inspires a global community for innovation. What are the other aspects and benefits that it gives you? To provide you an even better understanding about it, we have with us the Vice Chairperson of IEEE Student Branch of UCSC, Anjana Dorampe. Over to you, Anjanaya.
Yep. Thank you, Abdul and Tushani. A very good evening to all of you. Hope my screen is visible now. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we can see that.
Okay, cool. So let me start my segment on what IEEE brings to you. So the IEEE, the terms, the Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers. So it is the world's largest professional body for engineering. So it is a non-profit organization which was formed in 1963. So as for today, we have around 400,000 members across 160 countries, and we have about 107,000 student members and 342 sections and 39 societies. As well as we have 3,485 student branches, and there are so many IEEE related and technology related documents, over 5 million, and we have 1,200 standards. So that's how big this IEEE is. So when it comes to IEEE, IEEE has provided a strategic plan for the years 2020 to 2025. So the main mission of IEEE is fostering technological innovation and excellence for the benefits of humanity. So IEEE basically run mainly on 6 core values: trust, global community building, integrity in action, service to humanity, partnership, growth, and nurturing. So IEEE will drive global innovation through broad collaboration and sharing of knowledge, as well as it will enhance public understanding of engineering technology, and it will pursue standards for their practical application. So when we consider the IEEE organizational hierarchy, we can see IEEE members are at the top. So then we have the board of directors and the IEEE assembly, which are the governing body. So under the IEEE board of directors, we can find several board of directors: standards association, publication services and products, technical activities, member and geographical activities, and IEEE USA. The entire world is divided into 10 IEEE regions. So in that, we belong to the region 10. So when it comes to IEEE regional structure, we can identify member and geographic activities board at the top. Under that, it governs the regions, and under the regions, we have sections. The sections are incorporated with chapters, affinity groups, councils, and subsections. So under the sections, we have student branches and student affinity groups and student branch chapters incorporate with these student branches. So where do we fit in inside this IEEE hierarchy? So as you all know, our IEEE student branch UCSC is the organizational body at our university. So we belong to the IEEE Sri Lanka section, and the IEEE Sri Lanka sections belong to the IEEE Region 10, which is governed by the MGA, as I explained in the previous slide. So at UCSC, we have our own IEEE student branch, and then we have IEEE Computer Society student branch chapter, and we have IEEE Women in Engineering Affinity Group of UCSC. So how can you be a part of this amazing professional body? It is pretty simple. So all you have to do is to get the IEEE membership. So by obtaining IEEE membership, you can use this membership to reach your full potential as a part of a world-renowned largest technological community. As a member, you can build yourself on networking, and IEEE is presented you with many resources, opportunities, and discounts, which will help you in to advance your personal as well as professional goals while supporting the IEEE mission. So when it comes to resources, we have so many resources in IEEE. We have IEEE TV, publications, ebooks, and education resources, and research papers and academia related documents and all. As well as we have many programs offered by IEEE to enhance our career goals, our skills, and we get numerous opportunities to pursue professional mentoring and many more. So when it comes to opportunities, you can expand your personal network with your colleagues, and you can share your expertise with other volunteers as well. As well as there are so many chapters and societies where you can join and start volunteering. Not only that, IEEE also provide many discounts. You can enjoy discounts to IEEE technical resources, digital libraries, and other educational courses, and many more. So under the IEEE membership, we can identify several membership grades. The first place we can start is the student member grade. So all of us can start from here. Then we have graduate student member, and senior member, fellow member, life member, and young professional. As it says, all valuable things have a price. So it is same with this IEEE membership as well. So this IEEE student membership cost around $27. For this $27, not only you can get IEEE membership, but also so many uncountable benefits. You can have access to technical content, global contests, awards, and you can build your network, and you can have enormous professional exposure, and you can develop your skills. So many benefits are there on the line. But don't worry, don't think it is not affordable at all. So there is an ongoing promotion. You can get a discount up to 50%. All you have to do is once you visit IEEE.org and you try to purchase IEEE membership, you simply have to add this promotional code future50. So you will get a discount of 50%. So all you have to pay is $13.5. So hurry up. The promotion is still going on. So when IEEE brings so many benefits to its members as well as volunteers. So when it comes to members, we have travel grants, educational scholarships, humanitarian projects, conferences, and awards. And for the volunteers, we have student professional awareness activities, virtual one-to-one leadership training, student branch activities and projects, and regional conferences. IEEE brings reputation of being part of a world-class professional body. So you all can become leaders at student branch level. Not only student branch level, you can become leaders and volunteers at national level as well. Not only national level, you can go even further. You can become leaders and volunteers at regional level as well. So you can climb up the IEEE hierarchy. IEEE will provide endless opportunities to enhance and improve your soft skills as well as technical skills. There are so many competitions organized by IEEE at student branch level, national level, and regional level, as well as global level. So the main reason most of us tend to get IEEE membership is this IEEE Extreme. So we need IEEE membership to compete this world-class IEEE Extreme, the competitive programming competition. So you can practice the art of turning coffee into code if you compete at IEEE Extreme. So this 20-hour long competitive programming hackathon is an experience you shouldn't miss during your university life. So I hope in the coming days you will get the opportunity to get this experience. And also in the IEEE Extreme, although you code, you have to stay awake whole night till the dawn of the next morning. So in the very next morning, you can take a selfie with a smile if you are still awake. So you can go to sleep after taking that selfie with your fellow contestant. And not only that, IEEE offers you opportunities to attend conferences, summits, workshops, and it provides opportunity to network with people. So you can build your professional network while attending those conferences and workshops and all. Nevertheless, you can have fun and make new lifelong friends. So this is where lifelong friendships occur. You can meet individuals with great potentials across these IEEE activities. So why you should volunteer for IEEE? By volunteering, you can gain confidence by leading your peers. And you can make a difference in your local community, as well as you can become a part of a larger IEEE community. And you can improve your soft skills through various kind of activities and projects. So above all, you can make many new connections with your fellow IEEE members. When it comes to IEEE volunteering, it is special because you will not be fired. You can make many mistakes as long as you can while engaging in those activities. So those mistakes will provide you the opportunity to get the experience. So one day, all these experiences will ultimately pay off to take good decisions in your future career. So, and also IEEE gives you the opportunity to experiment new things, and you will be trained by the professionals and you will be guided by the IEEE Center of Leadership Excellence. So as a member of IEEE Student Leadership, you are belonging to an exclusive worldwide volunteer community, which includes both students and professionals. So it's time to become an IEEE. So are you the next? So that's it from my segment today. So I invite all of you to inspire, engage, encourage, empower for a better tomorrow. Happy IEEE volunteering. Thank you. Over to you, Dushani and Abdul.
Thank you, Anjanaya, for explaining the benefits of being an IEEE member. I'm pretty sure that you are all excited to win a membership for yourself in order to obtain the valuable perks.
And also, Abdullah, there's good news for all the participants because we have a quiz session coming up for you where we award not just one, but 3 IEEE memberships for the top 3 winners of the quiz.
Definitely. Make sure that you all participate in that segment, as it is the easiest chance to win an IEEE membership for free. Moving on, there are certain moments that we want to cherish in our life, right?
And this one is not an exception. So we request all of our participants to turn on your cameras and join us for a photograph right now.
Yes, we expect to see all our young detective recruits turning on their cameras.
So Vinod, you can proceed with the photograph.
Okay, Dushani. We'll wait a couple seconds until everyone turn on their camera. Guys, you can use the virtual background we are provided in the chat box. Come on, guys, we need more excitement. Where are the others? Don't forget, this will be a memory of UCSC IEEE Day, okay? Please turn on your camera. Okay, so we have 5 screens. On the count of 3, you will have to smile. Okay? 1, 2, 3, smile. Moving on to second screen. 1, 2, 3, smile. Moving on to third screen. 1, 2, 3, smile. Moving on to fourth screen. 1, 2, 3, smile. Moving on to last screen. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, thank you guys. Over to you, Dishani.
Yeah, well done. So thank you everyone for joining us for a photograph. And moving on, this event won't be a success without them. And now let's take a look at our platinum sponsor for IEEE Day 2021, Wiley Sri Lanka.
That was our platinum sponsor, ladies and gentlemen. And now for a segment that you've all been waiting for. You may also consider this as your second chance at redemption. Anyone can join this, and you all can stand a chance to win a valuable IEEE membership.
Yeah, of course. And Abdullah, you and me have been talking for too long and they might get tired already. So shall we invite 2 of our peers to handle this session?
I was thinking the same, Dushani. I think Venudi and Kivi are the best people to conduct this session. Shall we welcome Venudi Dayaratna and Kivi Amarkon to provide us with a fun and insightful session?
I thought we were supposed to be backup moderators.
Yeah, right. They said we only have to show up if they couldn't join due to a power cut or something like that, right?
Exactly.
Well, sorry about that, but you will have to conduct this session from right now. So good luck with that.
If you guys insist that we do it, we shall conduct the quiz. Kiwi, shall we start?
Yeah. So let's show them how it should be done. This is the quizzes of the IEEE Day 2021. This is not only for the team members, all of you can join and win IEEE memberships. Now, what you have to do is scan the QR code on the screen and enter the code we posted in the chat.
Or you could click on the link we posted in the chat and you will be directed to the quiz. Also, make sure that you use your real names when joining.
Yeah, and you will have 15 questions, and the top 3 people who scores the most point will win IEEE memberships. The fastest who answers correctly gets the highest score. You will get 20 seconds for each question.
Also, guys, we would like to remind you, all the winners, once the quiz is over, please send a screenshot of the victory page directly on the Zoom chat to either me or Kiwi, along with your full name and contact number to claim the prizes.
If you are unable to take a screenshot, you can take a photo of the page and victory page and send it as well. And guys, remember to give your real name with the contact number as Vinzi mentioned.
Also, here's a quick reminder that you have a chance to win 3 IEEE memberships without paying a cent. So do not miss out this chance.
Yeah, guys, as you know, you will need a premium IEEE membership if you wish to participate in the upcoming IEEE Extreme Hackathon, right? So this will be a great opportunity for you guys to get a membership for free. So don't miss this one.
Okay, so on the chat, I mean, in the Zoom meeting, we have 117 participants, but we can only see 55 participants, but it's actually increasing. So we would like to request you guys to join soon.
Come on, guys. This is a valuable opportunity for you. Don't miss this
IEEE memberships.
Yeah, let's wait a minute or two. Okay, 65.
Also, we would like to remind you again, do not close the window until you take the screenshot of your victory page and send it to either Kiwi or me along with your name and your contact number.
If you are having trouble joining in the quiz, please let us know in the chat. Okay, same 3. I think it's the best price we can give, right, for the IEEE Day, IEEE Premium memberships. So guys, join in fast.
$75 participants. Do you think we could reach the 100 mark?
Okay. 76. So looks like it is stable now. Shall we start then?
Yeah, let's.
So 77. Okay, nice. Okay. So guys, here's the first question for you. What does IEEE stand for? What does IEEE stand for? You know, IEEE is the world's largest technical professional organization dedicated to advancing technology for the benefit of humanity. So, okay, time's up. Let's see. It's in the top. Such. What? Okay, the correct answer is Institute of Electrical and Okay. Let's go.
Moving on to the next question. The second question is, when was the IEEE Day officially celebrated this year? We actually posted a video on our social media platforms on this year's IEEE Day as well. Time is up. Also, guys, a quick. So the IEEE Day was officially celebrated on the 5th of October. So how we usually celebrate the International IEEE Day is on the first Tuesday of October, which is the 5th of October this year. Also, a kind reminder, please use your actual names, and when you're sending the screenshot, please send your actual names along with your contact number in order to claim the prizes.
Yeah,
Let's move on to the next question.
My name was also there. Nice. So guys, here's the next question. When was IEEE established? When was IEEE established? 1965, 1961, 1963, 1968. Simple one, I guess. If you can remember numbers quite well. Okay, time's up. Santul is in the top. Actually, it's January 1st, 1963. It's the correct answer. So let's move on to the next question.
Question number 4. Which of these is not an object-oriented programming language? Which of these is not an object-oriented programming language? I believe this is an easy question since all of us are UCSC undergraduates.
Okay, time's up.
And we have Sandul on top, K is in second place, and Mohammed Izzat in the third place. And the correct answer, as most of you have guessed, is also the language C. Let's move on to the next question.
Nice. So guys, your fifth question. What is the theme of this year's IEEE Day? What is the theme of this year's IEEE Day? I won't going to read the answers. It will be too difficult for you to concentrate. So okay, time's up. The correct answer is leveraging technology for a better tomorrow. That's the correct answer.
Question number 6. Which country is IEEE headquarters located in? This should be a pretty easy question. We have answers coming in. And the time is up.
And quick reminder, guys, if you manage to make to the top 3, you can win 3 IEEE memberships. Okay.
And the correct answer for that question was the United States of America.
So let's move on. Question number 7. What will be the output of this program? I'm not going to read the code. Hope you can see it. Pretty simple one, I guess, because we are all like UCSC student, right? Okay, thumbs up. Santhul remained the first. Nice. The answer is F34. It's okay. I hope for a bigger number. That's fine.
Question number 8. How many regions is IEEE divided into? Anjanaya actually mentioned this during his speech. So if you guys paid attention, this should be really easy. Okay, so the top 3 spots have changed, but Sangul still managed to stay on top. And the correct answer was the first answer. First answer, 10 regions.
Yeah. So the question number 9. Here we go. What is required in each C program? Hope you know this. Time's running out. So time's up. So let's see the leaderboard. Not much of a difference, right? Yeah, 3 got it right. Nice. So the correct answer is the program must have at least one function. That's the answer. So let's move on.
The next question is, who is the chairperson of IEEE Sri Lanka section for the year 2021-22? Who is the chairperson of the IEEE Sri Lanka section for the year 2021-22?
And guys, give your answers as quickly as possible, because even if you are in the middle of the leaderboard, now you can get to the top if you are fast enough. So answer quickly.
Okay, so Muhammad Izzat managed to come to the top 3, and the correct answer is the 4th option, Dr. Maheshi Disanayake.
So many guys got it wrong. Let's move on. Question number 11. What is the operator used to make one's complement? This is very simple one. You can't get this wrong. Okay, 3 seconds, 2, 1. The time is up. Okay, passing the Fernando into the top 3, and the answer is bitwise negate operator. Many of you got it right.
This is the 12th question. Which of the following statements is not true? Which of the following statements is not true? Did you know that pointers are apparently one of the most misunderstood concepts in programming? Hopefully, UCSC undergraduates get this right.
Yeah, I know. Let's see if they know that. Okay. Nice. This leaderboard is changing very fast.
Yes. So the correct answer was the 2nd option. Let's move on to the next question.
Okay, question number 13. How many characters can a string hold when declared as follows? Char, name, and between square brackets 20. How many characters can a string hold when declared as follows? Okay, time's up. Pretty easy one, I guess. Yeah, 40 of you got it right, and the answer is 20. Yeah.
And this is the 14th question. Which of the following comment is correct when a macro definition includes arguments? We're asking for the correct statement here. And the time is up. The leaderboard, we
Okay,
have
Santul remains
this.
first.
It hasn't changed, right? It's to the top three. So the first
31
option was
got it
the
wrong.
correct answer.
Why is that? Okay, let's move on to the last question of the quizzes. The question is, which of the following operators precedence order is correct? It's from highest to lowest. Which of the following operators precedence order is correct? From highest to lowest. And the winners, don't forget to take the screenshot of the victory page and send it directly via Zoom to me or Vimukthie along with your full name and contact number. Okay, Sandhu knowing Pali. Did I saw that right? Okay, 48. Nice. So, guys, that's the end of the
Also a
quiz.
reminder, yes,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you can't take a screenshot of your screen, it's fine. You can take a photograph of the screen and then send it to either me or Kiwi along with your full name and your contact number.
Don't forget the contact number, okay? Otherwise, we
Okay.
will give you the IEEE membership.
So with that, we wrap up the quiz of the IEEE Day 2021. We had lots of fun and we hope you guys did too. Over to you, Abdullah and Dishani.
Yeah, so thank you, Vimukthie and Kiwi, for conducting that super exciting quiz session. So let's move on with that.
Yes, that was indeed interesting. Moving on, let's take a look back at our story. You may have realized by now that the characters you interacted with are all futuristic versions of themselves. And in fact, the theme of the event itself is an alternate cyberpunk reality. Crimes in such an era, and even today, are mostly digital. How do you think that a detective would investigate crimes in the cyberspace?
Yeah, Abdullah, even I had the same doubt, but I feel it's better to obtain expert advice on this. He is a Microsoft certified systems engineer who obtained his master's degree in information technology, specializing in networking at the University of Colombo. He has an impressive career of 23 years of experience, and he's currently an IT technical trainer and consultant working with multiple countries representing Asia, Africa, Europe, and also Australia. Today, we have as our guest speaker, Mr. Kushantha Gunawardana, to share his valuable insights on digital forensics. Over to you, sir.
Thanks, Dushani. I'm just trying to share my screen to everyone. Yeah, I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Right? Yeah. All right. Good evening to everyone, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege to be with you today for this evening on your IEEE day. Not your IEEE day, but you know, the celebrated in the University of Colombo School of Computing, which is not very new place to me. And thanks again for the organizing committee to having me here to talk about really interesting topic, digital forensics, the science of searching computers for evidence. Under this, I'm gonna take 30 minutes of your valuable time. That was we are bit behind the the scheduled time. I hope it's okay to have 30 minutes for my session. So as Dushani introduced, I'm Kushantha Gunawardana, working as a trainer and consultant with a few companies around the globe as of now. And I'm Microsoft certified trainer and certified EC Council instructor conducting range of cybersecurity training, including computer hacking forensic investigator. So that's about me. Let's go to our session. Since everybody is interested in digital forensics, I would like to start my session introducing what is digital forensics. Unlike those days, guys, today's world, the criminals are has become smarter. So those days, if it is a criminal, you would know that from the appearance, the way they talk, the way they behave. But today's world with computers, the criminals have become, somebody known as white collars. So those are no more, rough, rowdy people, but these guys are very skinny sometimes and appear in a very, smarter way and look like an executive sometimes. So these are the people behind many of cyber crimes. So because of that, law enforcement bodies like police in Sri Lanka Police, under Sri Lanka Police, there are multiple units working towards, searching for digital forensic related cases, including SOCO and TID, Terrorist Investigation Unit, and under CID, there is a different arm they have established recently known as Cybersecurity Investigations, and they investigate cyber crimes, right? So, but just imagine, these guys are not apparently look like terrorists or criminals, but sometimes, and also their ages, sometimes very, sometimes you can find cyber criminals at their teenagers, like teenagers can become criminals as well. And the next one is there is no boundary to launch attacks because it's a cyber age, everything is connected. So we use devices like computers, mobile devices, different operating systems. So we pretty much have become, sort of targets by nature, right? So it says every country they have devices nowadays more than toothbrushes. So we have one toothbrush, but two devices probably. Sometimes you guys may have two devices as well. You are just started your careers. But if you look at some IT guys, they have multiple devices, their own ones, sometimes provided by the company. So they use these devices. The bad thing is wherever we go, we carry these devices. Just imagine somebody compromise those devices, not only our communication that we do using these devices, but also physical communication like this. So I keep my phone on my table, right? So then if somebody, use my device to listen to my conversation, probably my physical conversation can be eavesdrop. That is the terminology that we use. Eavesdropping is listening to analog conversation. So however, now as for everything we use computers and connections, even for cyber crimes, including cyber crimes. So banking is connected to internet. We perform online banking, and ordering goods, including groceries, we use internet, right? So even to obtain your birth certificates, we use internet. In order to apply visa, if you are to travel to another country, we use internet. So we are connected. Just imagine somebody gets control over these connections and impersonate or pretending like the real user. Think what can happen, right? So then what will happen is the recipient believes that the sender is original and authentic. Just imagine, let's take a name. Let's say Dushani received a mail from one of her friends, and she believes that is human nature. That is human nature. So whoever you receive the mail from someone, you believe that it is authentic. And we believe emails are a proper way of communication. And sometimes we have seen even companies, they say that drop me a mail to get it done. because they believe that email is way of communication and also can be used as an evidence. In that case, it's not digital evidence, but as a proof rather, right? And then these kind of scenarios, let's try to understand one incident, and then we'll continue our discussion from there, right? So let's imagine, because I think we had a lot of discussion during this session. I'm not saying that those are boring, right? But let's see something exciting. Sometimes some people would know what I'm going to do. Right? So let's say I'm going to use a machine here. It's a virtual box, and then I'm going to access one of the banking sites, right? So it's People's Bank Sri Lanka. So I'm going to open up the login page here, right? So what if somebody clone this website, right? So it can be done quite easily. Probably, half of the guys attendees here must be laughing. This is everybody, everybody knows how to do that, right? So let's look at this one, right? So I'm going to use very old but golden tool known as set toolkit, social engineering toolkit. I'm going to select one, and then I'm going to access the website attack vectors, which is 2. I'm going to select this, and credential harvester attack. I'm going to use site cloner, right? Very simple, and I have not used any technical or complex stuff. I just enter I'm going to copy this one, which anybody can do that. That's the dangerous part of it. And then I'm going to paste this to clone it, right? Sorry, I think I've, give me a minute, guys. I entered half of it. So I think you notice that. Let me just do it again. Website attack vectors, and then credential harvester, site cloner. And then I need to enter the local computer IP. Let me just copy this one. I think I have not properly copied it before. And then I'm going to copy this one, right? So I think let's hope this one works now, right? So I'm going to paste it. Here we are. It takes a bit, but it copies, it does the work, right? Now, this is my virtual machine. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open another browser in another machine. So this is my virtual machine here, guys, right? So I'm going to open a web page, right? Then I'm going to type this one, right? Now we know that it's phished. This is phishing attack. Everybody knows. I have simply created a copy of the website, right? So I'm going to quickly take you through because I have 30 minutes, guys. So let me just type my banking credentials. Of course, those are not real ones, right? Don't try to remember those. Anyway, it will not have funds as well. So if I click on that, now you would see the banking URL is changed. By the time it happens, if I go to my website here, so you would see by the time that it was redirected, the attacker would collect this information, right? So this is a simple attack. So when that happens, now what forensic investigators can do? Now then, when the user does it, and then obviously attackers would get their credentials and they can perform online transaction on behalf of the user and transfer funds, or they can buy something like coins, or sometimes subscribe for. Nowadays, guys, users will not transfer to their account, then easily you can trace them back, but instead they would get some gift cards, right? And sometimes they would get some credits to use it in gaming, because gaming communities, they are just crazy on them, and they would want to have money to get upper levels of the game, right? So that's what happened. And now attackers wouldn't do this one, because here, if you notice, let me just copy this. If you notice, the previous login page was something like this. This is not something you would not notice, right? So it's 10.10.10.7, right? Attackers would not send this straight away to you. They would need to get much more confidence over the users, because if they just share this URL or the IP, you will have suspicion mind where you wouldn't want to click on that. But let's say what attackers would do, they would use something like this. Let's say I'm going to use here the fake mailer, right? So it's an interesting one. Now I'm gonna just click on that from People's Bank, and I'm gonna say it's accounts.peoples.lk, peoplesbank.lk to, let's say, a Gmail account, and the subject is access to people online banking, right? I'm gonna go to HTML editing, because then I can give proper sort of rich text here. Let's say, hi, account holder, and we have launched our new web, right? You can now access the web and get benefits, right? So that's what they do. And then they enter this URL, right? So it's, you would see, I'm going to click on edit link. I'm going to say URL is, let's see what attackers would do is HTTP. So I'm going to say 10.10.10.7. Okay. Now, but the display URL is ebank peoplesbank.lk, but I'm going to enter within that I have embedded the fake UIP, and then I'm going to say let's say, thanking you People's Bank let's say team, right? And then not only that, they would enter a copy image address, or you can make it the copying image address like this. I'm going to say banner here, right? Then I'm going to enter insert image, source is that, so I got the banner, right? Now I'm going to send it, right? So all done, and mail sent successfully. Then I need to show you the recipient email address, guys. Now if I refresh here, I think I entered it correctly. Let me check here. Yeah, I received it, right? So I received it, right? So you would see People's Bank, online banking. If I open it up, so you would see People's Bank, look like legitimate. If I click on that, oh, it came from People's Bank LK, right? So they have not spoofed email address. And this one, I'm going to click on this one. Again, you would see, now this time we got some credibility, because we have used the image here, and then it's a genuine URL, and then the account is genuine as well, right? So we click on that there, and then I'm going to enter, let's say this time Dushani, to make it sort of then you would see I'm not entering the same email address again, right? So I'm going to click on that. Now if you see, the attacker would receive that as well. So here Dushani and all that, right? Now we want to investigate this one. Let's go back to my the session again, right? So now what is digital forensic, right? So now there is an incident happen. Now possibly the attackers would get the user credentials, then they would have used them, and when the user receives the statements, they would see money is not the amount that it should be there, but it's different now. Now, what is digital forensic? It's actually a set of methodological procedure and techniques to help identify, gather, preserve, extract, interpret, document, and present the evidence from computing equipment, right? So that is the that is what digital forensic is. It is not to find out who has done it in a raw way, but we need to investigate in a systematic way, not only finding out the culprit, but also admissible evidence that can be accepted by the courts of law, right? So that is what we want to do. It's not like, just sometimes people say that I think he would have done it. I think it seems like it looked like this guy is the way he behaved, probably he would have done it, right? We can't say that as a digital investigators or forensic investigators. So we need to produce something called evidence. Evidence is really important. Now, in the same time, when Sri Lanka police engage with forensics, they get the help of University of Colombo Computing and then University of Moratuwa and Sri Lanka CERT, right? Sri Lanka Computer Emergency Response Team, situated or located in VMICH. So these guys are working as expert witness. Who are the expert witnesses? Expert witnesses are the people who has acceptable knowledge over the domain, and courts accepted their opinions during the case. Right. So, for an example, if let's say there is a statement related to encryption, probably everybody knows encryption in this session, but we can't expect the same on the audience in the courts, right? So probably even magistrate wouldn't know about encryption, right? So then they would need to know what is encryption in a understandable way for the general public, but explaining what it does. That's what expert witness does. Now, this actually the whole process in digital forensics is it has to be you should be using accepted way that a court of law accepts, because otherwise now if I show you very quickly the evidence collection must be governed by 5 basic rules. Those are the rules. It has to be understandable. The evidence has to be understandable and admissible, right? Evidence must be related to the fact being proved, and it should be authentic. It has to be real and appropriately related to the incident. And it should be reliable. You can't say that I have seen it in YouTube, I have seen it in Facebook. We can't say that. It has to be preserved from authentic media, authentic way, and it has to be complete, right? Complete in the sense, let's say you have a log file, you can't produce single log file as evidence. So in that case, you need to provide consecutive series of log files created as a part of computing, and then you need to produce that. So these are the ways. Now, when it comes to evidences, because evidences plays a major role in digital forensics, so there are ways that we can, preserve the evidence. There are a few ways. One is known as a static, acquisition. Mainly, that is known as more solid way of obtaining evidences. Because, guys, the reason is, let's say in your computer there are a number of files are created. So some files are created as a part of your user access or user behavior. Some are created as a part of computation, and some are created as a temporary files, and some are loaded to the memory. And then whenever you restart the machine, reset the machine or shut down the machine, the evidences in the memory will flush away, known as volatile data or volatile data. Sorry. So the volatile data acquisition is second option. The first one is a static data acquisition, and the second one is volatile data acquisition. So volatile data acquisition is a bit tricky. The reason is, let me show you one example again. So if I open up this machine, which is a Windows 10 machine, so if I go here, the pen tester, unfortunately it's shut down. It has become a power off state. Let me just open it up, and then you can use certain files. Now let me use my task manager here. So if you go to task manager, you would see something like, let's say, local authentication service, LSASS. So if you have this service, you can right click and you can create a dump file, which is memory dump, right? This is known as memory dump. So when you dump it, there are ways that you can analyze it, right? But the issue is, whenever you access the memory, when you're trying to obtain memory, there are various files can be tampered during your act. Whenever you log in, there are login, timing stamps will be changed. And whenever you open any system or the folder, it will the change accordingly. So then it will not be admissible in front of courts. So because of that, when it comes to seizing computers or getting computers to custody, the way most of the investigators use is they pull out the power cable to shut down the machine. The reason behind it is there is a separate area known as anti-forensics, where attacker, before they launch an attack, they would take some actions, right? So some precautions rather, right? So they take precautions to mislead you, not to perform or just mislead you from the real investigation. So one of the ways that they can use is they can setting up a script. Whenever you try to log into system, it will be self-destructed. So because of this reason, we know in Windows 10 system, the way that we shut down the machine is click on this one, click on the start task menu and click on this shutdown or power down. So when you do that, there is a chance where attackers would create a fake status bar, but he might be using different ways to access the machine in case the machine has taken to custody. If they try to shut down it, it will be boom, it will be flashed away. Because of this reason, investigators will not shut down in that way. They will just pull the plug out, and then they will use the hard drives attached to the system and take a copy of the drive. So let me show you that as well. So if I go to my disk management, so I have created a virtual volume to show you how it works. So then in this volume, I have created 500 MB volume here. You would see that. So this 500 MB volume, I'm going to initialize the disk and make it with MBR, master boot record. And then I'm going to create a simple volume here, right? So simple volume here, and then I can, format the volume. And if I want to, I can, this is volume E. I can go to my file explorer. And then if I go to E drive, so this is my E drive. It's blank now, guys, right? So if I want to, I can copy some files. Let's go to temporary files and copy these files to this folder. And then let's go to E drive and then paste it here. So let's say this is my evidence. And to make it a little exciting, I'm gonna delete some files here, right? So delete some files here. Now this is my volume. Now, if this is the target of the investigation, investigators use something called FTK imager to image or create an image from this hard drive, right? This hard drive. Why is that? Why we create an image? The reason is, guys, if you use one of the rule of thumb in digital investigation is we will never use original evidence to investigate or analyze, because the reason is every time when you access the original file, it will change the timestamp, it will change the files, or it will create the temporary file. So it will change the whole thing pretty much. So because of that, we create another copy or another drive or copy of this drive using something like FTK imager. So there are so many ways that you can create it, but in order to easy understanding, I would do that now. So create a disk image here. I'm going to use my physical drive. In this case, my virtual drive acts as a physical drive, guys. So I'm going to click on that. Now I can select my virtual drive here. Here you would see 524 SCSI, and then I'm going to create it, and then I can configure the destination. So these are the formats available. So DD is known as raw format, meaning so many forensic tools supports DD format. Other than that, there are plenty of other formats. Let's look at DD. Now I can configure the case number. Let's say case number is case let's say 21 10, and today's the date is 10. Let's say KG 007. This is my case. And then evidence numbers, you can configure evidence numbers. Let's say EVE KG, and you can now provide the numbers, right? So I'm not going to spend time over that. And what I want to show you is now image destination folder. Let me select my desktop here, desktop, and then I've created a forensic. I'm going to create here and the file name. Let's say IEEE demo 1. So that's it. Now I'm going to create finish. So then whenever I start it, it will create a copy of the drive, But here the method it uses is known as bitstream copy. What is bitstream copy? Bitstream copy is transferring data from the original device to the secondary device using bit-to-bit transfer. Bit-to-bit transfer. Why? Then it supports even, you can, even if you want to, you can recover the data. And also here you would see there are two hashes being created, meaning this is my original drive and this is the secondary image that I've created, and both are having same hash. Probably everybody here knows what is hash, which means I have created exactly similar copy to the original drive. Now what we're going to do? Now we will keep original copy under the custody of law enforcement body, and then that is known as also Nadubanda, remember? And the second one, we are taking to investigation. So we have created a folder now, sorry, file. So if I show you the file, desktop forensics, you would see IEEE sample is my file. And also this has information related to this one, the case number and the evidence number, guys, and also the comparison and all that. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount this file. I'm going to image, I'm going to mount it now. Let me wait until this comes up. So I'm going to mount this image. I'm going to show the image now. It is under my desktop, and then forensic. I'm going to select IEEE this one. So this one, guys, I have created a VHD drive or virtual hard drive that I have created and mounted. This one I'm going to open it, right? And also it says physical and logical. And also read only block device. Why? We don't want to write the drive, but we created the volume now. So it's now being mounted. You would see the drive letter is H. Drive letter is H. Now, if I open up my drive here, so you have newly created H drive, right? So here you would see it should be appearing. I think it's, yeah, it's mounted. Yeah, G drive. Here you would see the G drive. So it shows the next drive, it's a G drive. And now this is my investigatory drive, which is G, right? So previous one was E, this is G, right? Now, even if I want to, I can use, this kind of a data recovery tool during my investigation on the second drive, which we, created. Let me just open up. Yeah, so this is my easiest one, and I have not even activated it. Then I'm going to select, go to next one. I'm going to use G drive, and then I'm going to scan it. Here you would see it's scanned, and the files that are deleted now shown here, right? So we can, that's the reason, guys, we use a bit transfer or bit to bit transfer mechanism. The reason is then we can even recover deleted data. So our main drive is still there, and I can select them and I can restore them. I can recover them if I want to. I can recover them to show you as well. Let's go to forensic, and I'm going to save it. So once I do that, you would see the deleted data recovered here, right? So this is just an example to how to perform digital forensic over the static drives, and there are multiple ways that we can use other supportive evidences as well. Time is running, guys, so I don't want to take much time of yours. And also, guys, apart from that, there are a number of alternative evidence that we can use, not as a direct evidence, but for an example. So let me just go ahead and show you the files that I have recovered, right? So this file we have recovered, right? So let's go to G drive now, sorry, my desktop now. And then I'm going to go to forensic here. These are the recovered files on the scene. These are the files. And now if you open up this file, it's this, right? So it's just a car. But we can do something called meta file analysis. Let me just go to right. So if you go to MetaPix, right, so you can upload this file. We are not using actually publicly available stuff during real investigations, but there are ways that we can do that as well. So let me just upload this file here. Now you would see I uploaded this file here, right? So this is just a photo for us, but if you investigate it properly, you would see the device that it's been used to take this photo. It's an iPhone X Max device, right? And this is impressive. We know exactly the device that they use to take a photo, and it's Apple. And orientation when they take the photo is horizontal, the normal orientation, and the exact date that they have taken the photo. It's 2020, July 13th, right? So we recovered properly, and then tile width and the operating system and the date. And this is important, guys. Offset, what is this? This is the region. So plus 530, we know it's India, Sri Lanka, Chennai, Colombo, the timestamp. So now we know the recovered photo taken in Sri Lanka, right? And also you would see other areas. I'm not going to explain those. Those are a bit, boring. And important thing here, this is the next one, right? So exact location of the photo that they have taken. So latitude, longitude, altitude. So thanks to Google, we can pinpoint the location that they have taken a photo, right? So even the sea level as well, right? So now this is actually, guys, not going to be a direct evidence. The reason is this one is not directly fallen or satisfying the 5 areas that I talked about, right? But there are ways that we can preserve it in a proper way and produce this as a proper evidence as well. But I hope you got an understanding or idea relevant to that. Even not only that, there are a few other stuff. So I will take only 2-3 minutes from yours, right? About 4 minutes. So now now we know that this guy has used iPhone S Max, right? So then we can investigate more, and probably we can find out. Probably, let's say we receive this mail here, right? So then during this investigation, we can find mail communication involving with proper, this particular Gmail. And then from the memory investigation, sometimes we can find even the password of the Gmail account stored here. And sometimes we can find the passwords being stored in the browser that can be pulled out as well. So when you do that, again, we can go to this one. Let's say my activity, right? So it's the Google activity. So if you locate, device with, Gmail account is connected. Now here you can go to location history. So let's go to location history here. Let's say other Google activities. And if I click on location history, right? So I have actually deliberately switched off my location activities, guys. If you want, you can access your own, timeline or my activity in the Gmail as well. I will show you on 2019 to just show you how it works. If I click on that, you would see the month of September in 2019. These are my activities. I have not done anything. I just carried my Android phone with me, which keeps a track of all my movements on that day, right? So this can be, again, additional or additional evidence that you can prove, even though those are not very solid. Sometimes I'm not saying that completely you can ignore these, but you would see exactly where the user or this person has visited, right? So even if you see even bigger shopping centers, smaller shops within the shopping center, even that is covered here. So you can find it here. Guys, I hope you remember there was a journalist killed within consulate office recently. The investigation took place, and they located this murder using the iWatch that he was wearing during this visit. From that, investigators traced back all the movements of the user and all that. So it was it played a major role during this investigation, right? So it's a very interesting, topic, but I don't want to take more time of yours, right? So thank you very much for having me here. I think it's useful. And guys, the next one is, this is really, important field in Sri Lanka, and I hope in the future it will become so demanding, one of the fields. And even now, even the banks, trying to recruit people who has the background in digital forensics, because there are so many cases reporting rapidly every day. So if anybody is interested, just research, and there are so many programs that you can learn about digital forensics. And I'm conducting professional courses, and you can find there are so many professional courses to build your knowledge on that. So this is something you can look at. It's really interesting at the same time, guys. So I would encourage you to increase your knowledge or sites over this area, which is sometimes known as sort of a not very touched area by general people, but it is something that you can think of as a junior engineers or the members of IEEE, right? So you have higher motivation of these new fields. I know that. So with that, I would like to conclude my session. I hope it's informative. I didn't take much of your time. I think around 5 minutes I've taken from your valuable time. I hope it's informative. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me here, the Kiwi and organization team. Thank you very much, and have a very good IEEE day today. And wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Kushantha Gunawardana, for providing such an insightful and valuable session, which was indeed interesting. Mr. Kushantha explained to us the evolution of crimes and how easily cybercriminals may abuse our privacy and manipulate us online. He also provided us a hands-on session on the evidence collection process in digital forensics. I'm pretty sure that many of you got to know about how important such a field is in terms of keeping us secure virtually. And I'm also sure that some of you may have been motivated to pursue a career in this field.
Indeed, Abdullah, it's interesting how Mr. Kushantha practically showed us how it is done. And I know all the participants gained a lot. And we are so grateful to have you here with us amidst your busy schedules, sir. So now, please accept this little token of appreciation we have prepared for you.
Thank you very much, and it's really kind of you, and I'm really happy to be with you today as a ex UCSC student, and also started my career from there. Someone like you, and it's a great place to learn, guys. And my final words would be, don't waste your time, because this is the most important time of your career, or your life rather. And I'm happy that this is one of the reasons I came and joined with you all today, because I know you are passing very important and crucial time of your life, right? And I'm really happy as a young generation, you're spending your time and investing yourself on these very important areas without just spending your time on the road. Sometimes university students does that. But now with that, I would really happy to see that you are just your organizing committee and your lecturers and your the people who are behind you, motivating and directing you to the proper way, right? So as a country who's developing now, it would need our help as well. So whoever come to the power would need our support as a technological evangelist. So and you have always has my wishes, and please contact me if you need any support for whatever whatever you do. I would try my best to provide whatever if you need any support from me. Thank you very much. Thanks again, organizing committee. It's really kind of you to giving me this the token of appreciation. Thanks.
Thank you once again, sir, for being with us today. Now teams, it is the time that you've all been waiting for, the live game session. Here's how it works. We will be providing you a scenario and a picture which you will have 1 minute to observe. If you are willing to answer the question, you can add your team number to the chat. The fastest teams will get a chance to unmute and answer the question. We will also be sending the images to the Zoom chat so that you can observe them even better.
Yes, Abdullah. So I hope the finalists are ready now. And yeah, I hope everyone is ready. And before moving on to level 1, let's see what happened previously. So Sherlock recruited all of you as young detectives to solve the mystery of Alice. And you found the culprit could be Dracula. And Dracula partnered up with Robin, who is a hacker. And then you cracked the code of the passer to the room where Alice is hidden. Okay, so let's move on to the first level of the game. Okay, so listen closely. After rescuing Alice from the mansion, you find there is a CCTV camera in the room. To find the culprit, you check this footage with Sherlock. Sherlock claims that this shot is suspicious. Teams, what you have to do is you have to find what is suspicious in this picture and why. So if you find the correct answer, please drop in your team name on the chat as soon as possible.
Or teams, you may also drop your team number if you want to type as soon as possible so that you can be the first to answer to the question.
Yeah. So what is suspicious in this CCTV footage? I hope the teams found out the answer. So be quick because only the first 2 teams will get the chance to unmute themselves. All right, we are getting team names. And the 1 minute you get is over. Shall we move on, Abdullah?
Yes, Dushani. Team 9, what do you think is fishy about this picture? One of your members can unmute and tell us the answer.
The shadow?
The shadow.
Yeah.
Okay. Why is it the shadow? Can we have a reason? Why is the shadow suspicious?
Wait, we'll get the answer. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the origin of the light source is from the other side. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll note that answer down. Abdullah, shall we move on to the next team?
Oh yes. Team 3, what do you think is the answer to this question?
And also there is no light actually, right?
Yeah, okay. So we'll get that answer down. Let's see what's the correct answer later. Till then, team 3. What do you think is suspicious in this room? So this is a CCTV footage that you found.
And this is where Alice was actually captured. This is a footage before she was rescued by the young recruits.
Team 3.
Before rescuing Alice, she was tied on a she was tied, but in this picture, I think she is not tied. So maybe that is suspicious about this picture.
All right.
Yes.
So we'll
I think we can move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the answer then, now that the time has elapsed. Okay, so as you can see in this picture, the door is open and Alice is not tied up to anything. So what you can deduce from this is that Alice can escape whenever she needs to. That means that she was not kidnapped, which means that she faked the whole kidnapping scenario to set you off track. I think one of your teams managed to respond half of the answer, but
yeah, so team 3 got it right, I think, but let's see how the answers goes, and there are 3 more rounds. So to look at level 2. Okay, so as you have suggested Dracula as the culprit in day 1 of investigation, Sherlock says that he has to go and check Dracula's mansion. Okay, after coming back, Sherlock shows a snapshot of the mansion and says Dracula is not the suspect anymore. So you have to find out why Sherlock said this. Why isn't Dracula the suspect? This is what Sherlock saw after he went to the mansion.
Teams, you can drop in your team numbers as soon as possible if you want to get Sam a chance to answer.
Again, we have team 9, team 7, team 1. Yeah, so shall we move on to reveal the answers?
Let's get their opinions first, shall we?
Yeah.
Team 9, what do you think is the suspicious factor about this picture?
Because the coffin has not opened because there are a lot of webs.
Okay, so team 9
might not be way. Yeah.
Yeah, the team 9 says the coffin is not open and there are so much cobwebs. Yeah. Okay, so we are giving the chance to 2 teams.
And also one thing, there are no need of light for Dracula because he can see in the night. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a nice answer. Then we'll move on to the next team, that is team 7, right?
Yes, Dushani. Team 7, what do you think is fishy about this picture?
Is there any...
Again, yes. First of all, the cobwebs are not broken, and then again the tomb is closed, so Dracula can't be out.
Okay, can you try noticing something more in this picture, maybe?
Anyone?
You may try to zoom in the picture which sent to the Zoom chat so that you can better observe these pictures and get better deductions. If any team wishes to answer to this question, please do drop your team number again after Kiwi's message here. Okay, team 1, what do you think is the answer?
Yeah, there's some garlic in the top.
Okay, that's an interesting answer. Yes.
Okay, so
let's move on to our answer, shall we? Yes, there are the cobwebs as some teams mentioned, the coffin is not open, and the garlic garland. That means that Dracula has not left his coffin yet, so Dracula cannot definitely be a culprit, which means someone else is behind the curtains.
Yeah, so I think all the teams answered this well. They said about the cobwebs, that it hasn't been open. So a little bit of a plot twist is coming up, I think. So with that, let's move on to level 3. Teams, be quick because this is the 3rd level. Okay, so after finding that Dracula is innocent, Sherlock admits that they have to check Robin's room. Okay, as you remember, Robin was the high AI tech hacker. When checking his room, Sherlock finds an address to the criminal's place written on his desk. Okay, after approaching the place, you take a snapshot of the place. By looking at this snapshot, you find 3 objects and conclude who the culprit is. So after looking at these 3 objects of this room, you can conclude who the real culprit is. Yeah, so teams, you have to guess who the culprit is and why. We have team 3, 2, and team 1. Yeah, guys, we need you to be quick because we are taking only 2 answers.
Yes, and we'll take the answers only after the picture was dropped because that means that they actually observed the picture, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, shall we go ahead then?
Yeah, I think team 1 sent it first. Just after looking at the pictures, team 1 sent it first.
Okay, let's go ahead with them then.
Yeah, so the chance actually goes to team 1.
So
Team 1 is that...
Is it the Mad Hatter?
It is the
Mad Hatter.
Okay.
Yes, something more.
So you can see a picture of the Mad Hatter.
Okay.
And you can see the rabbit, which is with him in the Alice in the Wonderland. And the final one is the frog.
Okay. Let's see another team's response.
Okay, so next we have What do you think is the real answer, Abdullah, before asking?
I think it may be the lampshade. Can it not be? It seems kind of fishy.
Yeah, but what they said was the Mad Hatter. Shall we go with the next team who dropped their name? So I think it's Team 9. Team 9, is there anyone?
Yeah, it must be the Mad Hatter.
Yes, I think it is a Mad Hatter because of the picture, and there is also a boot in the floor, like that he normally wears boots, no? So the boot as well, and the rabbit, like the before group said.
Okay, and what do you think is the culprit?
Mad Hatter, as they said, I think.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll accept your answers. And Abdullah, since we are taking only 2 answers, we will have to move on to the real answer.
Yes, we shall. And yeah, as most of you said, the Mad Hatter's picture frame, the rabbit stuffed animal, and the blue frog, which are all Alice in Wonderland aspects. So that means that Alice is the mastermind, and not the Mad Hatter, because the frog obviously means that it's Alice, not the Mad Hatter. The Mad Hatter wouldn't obviously wear a frog. But the boots, you may consider it as misleading evidence, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, so guys, what you always see might not be true, even though there was a picture of Mad Hatter, or as I said, all this related to the culprit. So it is actually Alice. And you might be wondering what actually happened here, because Alice was abducted and Alice was the culprit, but you will find out what really happened. And with that, let's move on to the last level of this game. So teams, be ready. After finding out that Alice is the real culprit, Sherlock investigates her room and finds a sacred door. And this is a hidden underground chamber where Alice secretly has been working and hiding. So to find the solution to the mystery, you need to sign into her computer, but it has a password. Now you might understand what you have to do. So you have to crack the password. After searching in the room, Sherlock claims the password should be hidden in either of the wall hangings in this room. Okay, so the password is hidden in any of these wall hangings. You have to guess what is the password is, and the picture will now be dropped on the chat. Yeah, on the next slide, you can see the wall hangers.
For this round, we'll take answers only after we send the picture to the chat, because that may be someone trying to take undue advantage, maybe. So let's take the answers only after they drop the picture. After this picture, the second picture, I mean. Yes. Let's move on to the wall hangings, shall we?
Yeah, shall we go take a look at the wall hangings? So these are the wall hangings. Yeah, we'll give them a few seconds for this. We have so many team numbers coming up actually. Yeah, I hope you were able to crack the password.
So let's take the answers, shall we? We only take one answer for this round, so we won't take team number 9 or any other team which answered before. Let's go with a team which didn't answer before, shall we?
Yeah. So
I think team number 2 didn't get a chance, right?
Yeah, since we are taking the teams after the photo is dropped, so after the wall hanging photo 3, we have team 9 actually, Abdullah. So the chance this time goes to team 9 again.
Okay, let's go with them then.
Okay. So guys, make sure the answer is correct, or else this chance passed on to someone else. So team 9, do you know what the password is? Yeah, team 9, you will have to be quick, or else the chance will go to someone else.
DIEAY.
What is the icon here?
DIEAEY.
DIPADY.
AEY.
Okay. All right. We will not.
Or else it can be this code game.
It is. Okay. So we will note that down. And Abdullah, we'll give another chance. We'll move on to the next team too. So team 1. So here's another chance for you. Can you guess what is the password? Is there anyone from team 1? Is there anyone from team 1, or we will have to give the chance for another team?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So what is
from the first pick? It's 4. The pitch is broken into 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then second picture there are 3 people, so it's 3.
Okay.
And third picture, it's like a Nintendo console, so it's 4 buttons, so it's 4 again.
Okay, so that's a different answer from team 1.
So you're telling the answer is 434, right?
Yeah, that's their answer. Let's move on to team 7 too. Okay, so team 7, is there anyone from your team? Take this as your lucky chance, because let's see what is the real answer. Team 7, is there anyone from your team, or shall we move on with another team? Abdullah, looks like no one is there from team 7, or maybe they're still cracking the password.
Okay. So we can move to team 3 then.
Yeah, we are moving on to team 3. Team 3.
I think the answer is IEEE Day.
Okay.
In the first image,
so you had,
there are those red letters, and after we shuffle them, we can take the word IEEE Day.
Okay,
Yes.
so you think it's the IEEE Day is hidden. Where exactly, if you can tell?
Under that state universe, there are multiple other words, and there are those red letters, and if we shuffle them, I think we can get the word IEEE Day.
Okay, so Abdullah, do you realize that this was the first teaser post that we shared?
Oh yes, of course. And the others are just the backgrounds of the other posters that we shared throughout the series.
Yeah. So I think we got a really close answer. Shall we reveal the actual answer?
Yes, I think we can. Yes, the answer, as they said, is IEEE Day. And one team mentioned it as die something.
They were close. They were
really close.
Yeah, I just noticed the letters. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got the chance from us, you know. Okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, exactly. Things you couldn't, like, you were close, pretty close.
Yeah, you were pretty close, but you forgot the shades of red.
Yeah.
Both are different shades actually. It's a minor difference, but then again you're detective, so you should realize it actually.
Realize it. Yeah. So I think but team 3 gave the exact answer, so the chance goes to them. But yeah, we'll see how the scoring goes. And that's it for the 4 levels that you have. And Abdullah. So as I said, they might be already confused. Alice is abducted and Alice is the culprit. What actually happened?
Yes, so this is basically what happened. After cracking the code, you all managed to log into Alice's computer and you realize the truth. You are living in a simulation created by Alice, who is a video game developer from the year 2077. You are all non-playable characters in her latest video game. She'll be really happy that you have all achieved self-awareness, which was the purpose of her game.
Yeah, but that's not something that you might have expected. But anyways, congrats everyone for passing the test and also achieving the detective badge. And you all are worthy of being detectives in both the present and the future.
Yes, Dushani. While we wait for the final results, we thought of providing you an entertainment session. So, who do you think we have on board today, Dushani?
I think it's Jason Derulo.
No, but I'll give you another chance to guess.
Wait, I know this one. Is it Bruno Mars?
Well, in a sense, yes. Not from America, but from UCSC, our very own Vimukthie, a first-year CS undergraduate and a very talented musician. Vimukthie, the space is yours.
All right, Abdullah. So
So let's say entertain. The song is Pandama, sung by Tanushree. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. So that was such a wonderful performance, Vimukthi. Thank you for being here with us today, and hope every one of you enjoyed that segment.
Yes, that was indeed a marvelous performance. Now let's take a quick glimpse at the events that will be happening in the near future.
So you just witnessed 2 video clips on IEEE Extreme, which will be happening very soon. And IntelliHack is also back. IntelliHack 2.0, organized by the IEEE Computer Society Student Branch Chapter of UCSC, is the follow-up to IntelliHack, which was held in 2019, the largest machine learning hackathon in Sri Lanka. With workshops to learn, an exciting prize pool, and a chance to gain a reputation in the machine learning and data science community of Sri Lanka. Stay tuned as more details will be revealed in the coming time from the social media handles. And with that, we are almost there to announce the winners of IEEE Day. But before that, let's take another look at our sponsors for this event.
We would also like to remind you about our gold sponsor for the event, Northern Route Education Services Limited.
Thank you once again for the partners of this event. Also, good news because we have received the finals results. And the first place goes to... wait, Abdullah, should we reveal them already?
I feel like it's too early to announce the winners, right? Let's take a quick look at the memories that the young recruits had for the past few days.
So now we witnessed how all the teams enjoyed our 3-day quest together. We saw how they had their anticipation, and let's move on.
Oh, sorry about it. Real sorry. Now for the moment that you've all been waiting for, let's move on to the award ceremony. And these are our lucky IEEE membership winners.
Yes, so the 3 winners of the valuable IEEE memberships on IEEE Day 2021 of UCSC are Sandal Renuja, Naveen Pasindu, Mohammad Falil. So congratulations once again to all three of you, and well done, and thank you for everyone for actively participating in the quizzes session.
Yes, Dushani. Now we will move on to the team winners, which many of you are already expecting.
Yeah, any guesses? Any guesses?
We'll see how many teams expect to be the winners. Seems like no teams want to be a winner of today's
Yeah.
evening.
Team
Okay,
9.
Team 9.
Okay. I see much enthusiasm from Team 9 today.
Yes. Team 3. Okay. Any other teams that want to be the winners maybe? Or are expecting to win the grand prize?
Okay. We only have 2 winners as they think.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So another reminder that the first 2 teams will be winning valuable cash prizes. Yeah. So no other guesses? Okay, let's move on. So the third place goes to, yeah, who it is? Can you guess?
It's Team Bingo, as they have put in the chat. Sorry, as we have displayed in the slide. So Team Bingo, congratulations on winning the Gather quest and coming to the top 3. Next,
Yes.
let's move on to the next team.
Yeah. So any guesses for the second place? Yeah. I have to mention the second place will be winning prizes. Yeah, Abdullah, you can go on with that.
Yes, and moving on to the second place, we have Team Patola, which wins a prize of 5,000 rupees as well. Congratulations, team, for winning the second place of our IEEE quest.
Yeah, congrats, team. So next, for the winners of the 3-day quest and today, who do you think it is? Is so much enthusiasm from these teams, all the teams, and have to mention this team will be winning a cash prize worth of 10K.
Okay, avocado. We'll see whether that team is the lucky winners.
Yeah, so they have put an emoji in the chat, and yeah. So Abdullah,
Yes, we can move on. Dushani, you can announce his team.
And the team who are the winners are Avocado. So congrats, team. You will be winning a cash prize worth of 10K. And congrats to all the teams who are winners today and all the teams that actively participated in all the game series.
Congratulations once again, everyone. We hope you really enjoyed all of our game series.
Yeah, so with all that, we have come to the end of today's session. But before that, we have Malitia Fernando, the Secretary of WIE Affinity Group of UCSC, to deliver the vote of thanks. Malitia Ki, over to you.
Thank you, Nangi. Good evening. Hope you all had a great night so far. I'm grateful that I got this opportunity to speak a couple of words as the Secretary of IEEE WI of UCSC. First and foremost, I'd like to thank our Director, Professor K.P. Hewagamage, and our Society advisors, Mr. Gihan Seniviratne, Dr. Shiromi Arunatilaka, and all the other staff members for their valuable contribution towards us. Also, thank you so much. Thank you so much to our chief guest, Mr. Kushantha Gunawardana, for an enlightening presentation and for honoring us with your presence. Next, I would like to thank our sponsors, our platinum sponsor, Wheelie Sri Lanka, and our gold sponsor, Northern Route Education Services Limited. And I give my heartfelt thanks to all my fellow executive committee members of IEEE Student Branch, IEEE CF Chapter, and IEEE WI of UCSC, and the organizing committee of this event. They have worked so hard and given their best to make this event successful and fun for all of us. Also, I must not forget to thank Amaya, one of the ambassadors in IEEE Sri Lanka section regarding IEEE Day 2021, and Ovin, the Secretary of IEEE Student Branch of UCSC, for the guidance they have gave the organizing committee starting from the very beginning. And Dushani Nangi, Abdul Malli, Kivi Malli, and Venudi Nangi, thank you for moderating the event flawlessly. Also, Vimukthie Malli for an entertaining performance. Last but not the least, I take this opportunity to extend our most sincere thanks to all the players who participated in the games, and congratulations to the winners. Finally, thanks a lot to everyone who worked hard to make this event a success. Hope to see you all in a future event. Stay safe. Have a great night.
Thank you so much, Akki.
So, Abdullah, just as every good thing comes to an end, after bringing you with a thrilling experience for 4 consecutive days, this brings an end to IEEE Day 2021 of UCSC. Thank you everyone for joining us today.
We hope you all had an amazing day and enjoyed the session. Till we meet again.
Have a great night and stay safe, everyone.